In this session, let us see the overview of Chapter 3. Here we have 8 parts. In Part 1, we learned about raw identifiers, variable mutability, shadowing, constant, static, and constant functions. We linked Part 1 modules to main.rs via lib.rs and Part 1's mod.rs. In Part 2, we learned about integers and its overflow checks, and floats, booleans, characters, and many. Here we straightaway code all functions within mod.rs. In Part 3, we learned about operators. Here we are not used folders and mod.rs. Instead, directly we used module parallel to main.rs and connected this file module to main.rs via lib.rs. In Part 4, we learned about how to get data type name and about type of function and type ID, type name. Listen here, we created Part 4 module directly within lib.rs, and this lib.rs is accessible from main.rs by use ch3::*. In Part 5, we learned about primary collections like tuples, arrays, and I created Part 5 module within main.rs. In Part 6, we learned about functions, functions with features, and configuring default features in cargo.toml, and functions with attributes and configurations, and creating OS dependent functions. And we created a library funlib and connected this library via cargo.toml. In part 7, we learned about string slice in Rust, and also OS dependent strings and slices. And also we learned about the special strings C string and CSTR. Those are used to connect other language libraries. Connecting other language library is called as FFI, foreign function interface. And also learned about size of val method. This is used to know data size in memory. And here we created a OS dependent code block. We linked this part 7 module directly in main.rs. And in part 8, we created a separate library control flow and we connected it via cargo.toml. In part 8, we learned about statements like continue and break. And also we learned about result and options and how to convert result into option and option into result. And we learned if condition, loop statement, a nested loop, while loop, for loop, and some mixed functions, and recursive functions in many variants. And also we learned about error handling. Up to this, from chapter 1 to 3, we have learned a lot. From the next chapter onwards, we will learn about the more important feature of Rust, that is ownership and borrowing, that is references. Before going to chapter 4, kindly go through all codes in chapter 3 to 1 and project setups and cargo commands from previous sessions. Thank you.